Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I too would like to thank the Haqqani Ajman organization for this invitation to this very special gathering. And I'd like to greet you in the name of Notre Dame University, which I represent. Notre Dame University, Bangladesh, of course, is built on the long tradition of Catholic educators and missionaries who've been here in Bangladesh for almost 200 years and have great respect for the people of Bangladesh, their traditions, and of course, Islam, the religion which inspired this land and developed a great culture over these last many centuries. You've been hearing many speeches and inspiring words this morning, and I will leave you with just one further phrase. The motto of Notre Dame University, Bangladesh is the competence to see and the courage to act. We chose this motto largely with young people in mind. Our mission is developed around the education of the young who in most ways represent the future of this country and of our society. Men and women who are dedicated to learning, eager to take their place as young adults in a world filled with uncertainty, in many cases filled with confusion, and in some instances with violence. We all know these challenges. You, like me, are older. We've seen lifetimes of dramatic change, and here in Bangladesh, we look to a future of continuing growth and prosperity under the leadership of a generation that has fought for the independence of this country and is guiding it into a prosperous future. This motto, the competence to see and the courage to act, centers around two basic themes. Competence refers to skill, learning, education. It refers to the way we prove that we can handle situations that challenge and threaten us. And so we need to be skillful. We need to be reasonable. We need to be aware of scientific contributions to our world. Science, of course, has its own problems. We might say is filled with its interests. It has its own share of hypocrites, its own share of false messiahs. And so it takes discernment. It takes careful scrutiny to be competent. But this last phrase, courage, I think is even more important. The great praised by the scholars of Islam as the philosopher was Aristotle. And Aristotle argued that courage is the foundation, the principle of all virtue. Why? Because courage is that quality which enables us to face things we cannot understand and cannot control. And where do we get our courage? We get our courage from faith. We get our courage from confidence in God's gifts to us. And that faith, of course, is deeply rooted in revelation. I've heard a number of citations of the Quran. There are, of course, many, many more. And I would just like to end with thanking you for your devotion to Islam, for your courage to continue in a tradition which has given the world such great things and continues to do so. Dhanyavad.